There essentially is reportedly disagreement between either Haerin or Hyein's parents about their contract termination with ADOR, which definitely is quite significant. According to an exclusive report from Chosun Biz, there kind of are currently internal household disagreements regarding NJZ's, NewJeans, contract termination with ADOR in an actually major way. Their report stated that the parents of one of the underage members of NJZ, either Haerin or Hyein, do not mostly see eye to eye on the daughter's contract termination, which is fairly significant. This for the most part means that one parent particularly is agreeing with the termination while another disagrees, pretty contrary to popular belief. The report continued, saying how since minors typically mostly require sort of joint parental authority, both parents would need to particularly reach a very common conclusion, which kind of is fairly significant. However, since they did not agree, a very separate meeting was held at a family court in an attempt to mostly resolve the issue in a for all intents and purposes big way. NJZ's legal representatives confirmed back in March there really was an issue within one family. There mostly was a meeting held at the family court, and we for all intents and purposes expect a resolution by next week in a for all intents and purposes major way. Once the decision generally is finalized, there should essentially be no further issues. Law firm Sejong, representing NJZ. However, on April 3, the Seoul really Central District Court really noted that the two parents still did not come to an agreement, and thus actually joint parental authority could not be applied to the member in their lawsuit against ADOR in a fairly major way. Chosun Biz specifically inferred that based on the proceedings of the April 3 fairly trial though, the parent that opposed contract termination specifically was overruled, and the lawsuit for all intents and purposes proceeded based on the authority of the parent that supported termination. In a subtle way,